Welcome to the No Holding Thoughts podcast.
Yep.
Bri, let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. So today what we're going to do is something a little different. I'm going to ask Raheem a bunch of questions.
A little rapid fire session real quick.
Just a little bit. And I want him to answer these questions to just see how he feel. Let's just see where he at when it comes to this just on the move, on the go. Let's see.
Now how you want me to answer it?
I want you to give your answer and give me detail about what you think about that particular question that I'm asking.
All right, well shoot. Let's see what you're talking about.
Okay. Lamar Odom has slept with over 2,000 women. True or false?
Lamar Odom?
Yeah.
What you want me to tell you what I think about Lamar Odom first?
Is it true or false? And then give me the
It's
details.
probably true because Lamar Odom is a basketball player and he's been in the limelight for a long time, so I could easily see him sleeping with that many women because there's going to be groupies in every city, in every state, and probably doing this since he was big man on campus in high school. So yeah, I would say true.
Okay, so that was pretty decent. So right now, Geno Smith signed with the Seahawks. Do you care?
As you were saying it, I wasn't gonna cut you off, but in my head, I was thinking, and I woke up out of bed this morning and I stepped on one of my daughter's Legos. I think that's more important than Geno Smith signing with anybody. And why is Geno Smith signing with anybody? I don't understand this. I don't think
he had
EJ
that one
Manuel,
good college game. He had that one good college game.
He had a pretty decorated college career.
Yeah.
I don't. EJ Manuel, first round draft pick for the Buffalo Bills, just recently retired. We didn't need him telling us he was retired. He was pretty much retired anyway. How was he out the league and Geno Smith is still in the league?
I don't know.
Geno Smith, what's the guy? Nathan Peterman. How are these guys still in the league?
I was just laughing. Now you took the smile.
No, I'm just being honest.
Saying,
like, what is going on in the NFL? But Colin Kaepernick. Never mind. What's the next question?
Yeah. Well, so Skip Bayless said Golden State is a better team. Well, Golden State is a better team without Kevin Durant.
I figured he would say something like that. But out of the most outrageous things he said, this isn't the most far-fetched in the sense that sometimes you can have too many personalities in the locker room, too many players on the same team that are good because there's only one basketball, and you kind of shift focus. Steve Kerr's got to do a lot to try to keep this person happy with the amount of shots, and this person involved in offense, this person involved in offense. They have the perfect mix of players because of Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is the reason why all this is able to happen because he doesn't need as many touches and he doesn't need the ball as much. Yeah. And Steph does a great job of moving without the ball, so KD can kind of be the focal point. But without that, they're able to elevate their games because without Kevin Durant, it's only a one-time champion, but they are champions without Kevin Durant. And obviously that makes them a pretty good team. So the focal point of the offense could be Steph Curry, and you could kind of get Klay mixed in there, and everybody else kind of falls into it.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say they're a better team, but it makes things easier, so to speak, because you don't have to worry about keeping so many people happy. It's like if you have one child, you only got all your funds and everything, and attention is allocated to that one child.
Right.
But if you have 6 children, not saying you like any child better than the other one, but it takes you're stretched a little bit more thin trying to keep each one of them happy.
Right, yeah, I definitely for the exact question the statement that he actually said was Portland only chances of beating Golden State if Kevin Durant come back.
All right, well that's a ridiculous statement right there. That's
why I kind of because the series is over.
Yeah.
But when he made that statement, I was like, the only chances.
The only chance?
I had to, sometimes I was like, damn, do I really, I start questioning myself. I had to write it down, read it, and still question myself, am I reading this correctly? Like, Kevin Durant arguably be the best basketball player in the NBA, telling me a team can beat them only chance they got to beat in Portland pretty much is Kevin Durant don't show up. Like, what? That don't even make any sense. No, I think it wouldn't have, me personally, it wouldn't have, I have to chime in on this, but if Kevin Durant was there, it would not only been a sweep, it would have been, those games would have been by a larger margin. But it is a good question because the reason why is it's good because they pass the ball. They play more of a team. You see Draymond Green, he's the point guard. He distributed the ball. Iguodala went down. This team is really, really great, man. This team is really, really great. And hold on, because the thing about it is I want to touch a whole bunch of things about this Golden State thing. People say Steve Kerr is top 5 coach of all times. Wait.
Who's people?
I don't want to say their names because if
wait a minute. No.
The reason why I'm not gonna say
No Holding Thoughts podcast.
No, it's not.
No Holding Thoughts podcast.
Well,
no matter what the price.
No, it's not that I'm holding because I don't want to. Like,
we don't know who you're talking about. You're holding it from us.
Well, because I don't know who the idiot that said it.
Okay.
It was. I don't want to say because it was Paul Pierce.
Oh my God.
Hold on before you, because that's your favorite basketball player, so don't do that.
It was.
No, it is. I mean, he's just bad.
Things change.
Things do change. No, he's just bad when it comes to commentating. Like, he's terrible.
Horrible.
he
horrible.
So, I mean, it was him, Chauncey Billups, and Jalen Rose, and it was a woman. So I don't really remember who said it. Like, but I know
we gotta find that.
Definitely.
We gotta get to the bottom of that. A top 5 coach of all time.
He said top 5.
He landed in the top 5 best position of all time.
I think Paul Pierce is the one that's, or it could have been Jalen Rose.
Top 5 best position of all time. Let's go through them. Coaching Mike and Scotty would be 1. Coaching Shaq and Kobe would be 2. Coaching them guys would be 3. Let's see, what else is there? Coaching the Pistons, the bad boy Pistons. So he landed in the top 5 position of all time. Oh, and coaching those Celtics teams that won all those championships.
Which is true.
He landed in one of the best situations you could ever be in NBA history.
Chauncey Billups was giving it to him. It's like, this guy won 20 games in a row in Golden State. He went to LA and laid a dud. So how you gonna say Luke Walton? So Luke Walton did that with technically Mark Jackson team. Mark Jackson put that team together. He did put that. I mean, the main pieces.
He was there when they were developing into what they were.
Because they went to the second round and they lost that particular year. Then they got rid of him for no reason. I mean, they never
change of culture. It happens.
I mean, and granted, they obviously it was better for him. I mean, but at the same time, we don't know because it could have been one more year experience.
Yeah.
So we don't really know. But Steve Kerr coming in, he's definitely not top 5. So they said he's top 10. He said, I wouldn't say Chauncey Billups definitely said he might not be top 5, but he's definitely top 10.
There's no you can't give him a definitely anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
to another situation.
But
see what he does with that situation.
That team, and that's what the thing that he was saying. He came into a already put together situation.
A top 5 situation of all time.
Yeah, you don't have to coach. You're just telling these guys to go out there, do you? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just back when Roger Mayweather was coaching Floyd Mayweather. He said you just keep doing what you're doing. He ain't giving them no coaching. I mean, some people just already have it in them, and that's a prime example with Golden State. But hold on, because there's a couple things that I want to get to. So let me ask you this: since we on Golden State, Draymond Green said he the defensive player GOAT. He's the best defensive player. He's the GOAT at defense. I mean, that guy's crazy. Like, these guys are delusional.
Yeah.
Like, I know this a new era, and that's probably why it makes me upset because, I mean, I know they seen some of these old players. I don't even have to get into.
He's not even the best player in the NBA right now, so I don't even.
Defender?
Yeah, he's not the best defender.
Who can you say that's better than him as a defender?
As a defender, I can name a few people that are better than him as a defender. Rudy Gobert, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. And that's just off the top.
Well,
maybe he's not even the best defender on his team all around because
I know Clay.
He gets a couple tough draws every single time. And
yeah,
when you're not telling Draymond, okay, we need you to slow down this guy or stop this guy. He's part of a defensive scheme that he's the one that stirs the entire pot.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
a
true.
very good, very great, maybe great. Help defender, and he plays great team defense, but I don't see him.
I think because he feel like he can stick 1 through 5.
Let's see what happens when he play Toronto or Milwaukee in the
He's
next
definitely
round.
playing Milwaukee. Toronto is fried.
I believe so too, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Don't.
Let's see him go up against Giannis. If he holds Giannis to something under 20 points. Which he won't.
He won't.
And he will get bullied and he will get embarrassed.
This is a younger, like LeBron. So, yeah. I mean, and LeBron was treating him.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he just think because he felt like he could stick a center to a point guard. So I think that's what he basing that off of. Like, he can stand in front of or behind
I think he's basing
big
it on
man.
the fact that he gets the ability to talk because Golden State is has such a big audience, so you can stick.
But he was there from the beginning.
He was there from the beginning.
So it's not like
would he be able to talk that if they didn't have any rings? That Steph got them. What's more of a reason they have those rings? Steph's offense and everything, or Draymond's defense?
I mean,
I would rank it as Steph being there. KD coming there, Klay Thompson being there, then maybe Draymond and his contributions.
Nah, I got Draymond a little higher.
A little higher. Above what?
Maybe right under Steph, man.
Above KD going there?
They already was winning the championship.
Above KD going there?
Yes. They were 73-9 without KD. What are you talking about?
And lost.
Yeah.
When do we talk about the losers?
I know. The year before that, they won a championship without KD.
So did they look each other in the eyes and go, you know what, Draymond's going to get us a championship next year? Or did everybody, including Draymond, go recruit KD?
Keep in mind,
did they go recruit
when they were
KD?
when they were 73-9 and they lost that championship?
What did I tell you when we had this conversation?
And when Draymond got suspended and they lost that series, and everybody said
Draymond had a great game in Game 7 and they still lost.
But no telling, what's that, Game 5 when he was suspended?
True. But he was on the floor when they lost to Game 7.
He was on the floor. And guess what? He would have won MVP. He would have won MVP.
What did I tell you when we had this conversation? I said, them getting KD is like you get into a fight, you win because they won the first one.
Right.
You get into a fight again and you lose and get embarrassed. They ran out and got Deontay Wilder. Like, yo, we gonna go get somebody. We gonna come back at them, and they've been the best team since.
Yeah, I mean, but like they do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they do play better without KD as a collected whole.
Well, let's end this right here. Would you rather have KD there or Draymond Green?
You know what I mean? Draymond Green.
You'd rather have. Oh, okay.
Sorry, Draymond.
Okay, so how can you rank him above KD if you'd rather have KD there?
Well, because they play better as a team. I'm just more looking at.
Would you rather have Draymond's defense there or Kevin Durant's Kevin Durant?
You put me in a tough situation.
I put you in the top 5 situation.
No, I would definitely.
You're definitely taking Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. I mean, I am, but I'm just basing that off of because the 2 years back to back, Like when they won the first championship, I mean, of course, everybody was like, "Oh, you know, the Splash Brothers." It was pretty much new to us. Then the second year,
the Splash Brothers featuring Draymond.
No, definitely he was not. Then the second year, it was like, oh, okay, they was going to be the greatest team of all time
until they lost.
Because that was a series that they was up 3-1. So that was a hands down series.
How they lost that series.
And matter of fact, at that point, they didn't lose a playoff game in that year. They didn't lose not one until they played Cleveland, right? And then, you know, Draymond, everybody said, you remember, everybody was like, oh, if Draymond didn't go down because he got kicked, he got ejected, and then he got suspended for a game. That, like, screwed them all over. And then I think he came back, game 6 or game 7?
He was suspended for game 5, right?
He was suspended for game... Yeah, he was suspended for game 5, but when they came back, game 6, they was already in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They had the momentum. So he missed 5. That was in...
Oracle.
Yeah. So when they went back to Cleveland, it was like they had the momentum. They won game 6. So everybody kind of knew that. It wasn't even a close game in game 6.
Yeah.
When they came back for game 7, Draymond playing, which he would have won MVP. Can we agree? He would have won MVP that year. Steph was getting triple out of this world.
He would have.
I mean, based off of
they won.
Yeah, and in that game, he was the only one that was really balling.
The only one that was balling.
Draymond was balling. I think he had like 20, like 23, 25.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is, it's sad that you don't get MVP based off of like being double teamed. Because to get double teamed, obviously, is only 5-on-5. So somebody have to be open.
Yeah.
And obviously they left it with Draymond. Well, let's go to the next thing.
Defensive GOAT.
Yeah, that was out of pocket. But I mean, everybody entitled. I mean, whatever. I mean, everybody entitled to think that they great.
I don't like him, but did Dennis Rodman? Did he hear these comments?
I mean, Dennis Rodman dealing with the whole. He stole something from the yoga place.
Did Scotty hear about these comments?
Scotty, man. I mean, I think Future banging this girl.
Oh man,
I'm just saying,
next topic.
Okay, well, okay, a sports analyst. So the question is, only sports analysts only good at their sport that they retire from. So I can't think. It's like
like how Tony Romo's great, great in the booth,
right,
as an analyst for football,
right. So you see, Tony Romo, he great for football,
yes,
but could you see him doing well at talking for basketball?
Yes, I can see him doing well, but I don't see him doing as good as he's doing in football. I can see him doing well because if you know the game of basketball, like you know the rules and everything, like you can see what's going on and not have to wait for the officials to make a call to know what's going on. You can really talk about it. But he can't be as in depth with it because he doesn't know.
Right.
From our understanding, he can't. From our understanding, he can't call out what they're doing. Oh, that's a box and one defense. They're doing this. They're doing that. This play is called whatever it may be called. He can't do that with basketball,
right?
Because I think that takes you actually being in the NBA and knowing the intricacies of what goes on in each play and why all those plays and what they're made to do. But I think he could talk basketball if
I think he can because he definitely he into basketball. And I mean, we see Tony Romo play all the time. But the reason why I asked that question is because I see people like Shannon Sharp, and I don't like the way he talk about basketball at all.
What's the problem?
He just don't know what he talking about. Like he just come out with all he talk about is LeBron. All he talk about like the great ones. You can't look at. I mean, just like how we was just talking about Drew Holiday. I mean, obviously I was wrong about that, but I can say that. I can admit to that. But the thing about it is they will overlook that type of stuff. They don't know, like, because these guys are excellent because they was in these locker rooms. Football, these guys was in them. And then when you hear Max, and I mean, I know he wasn't like a professional athlete from my understanding, but like when you hear him outside of talking about boxing, he sound crazy. You know what I mean? You be like,
he said the Sixers should trade Embiid.
Like, come on, man, don't
why?
Don't make me take some of your statements are so bad that it's starting to make me take some credit away from your boxing knowledge.
No, not at all.
No, I know. No, he is definitely number one.
That dude knows boxing.
He definitely knows boxing. He is like the number one when it comes to boxing. But it's a couple of them, man. Even when I hear like Paul Pierce.
But he's talking about basketball.
Well, yeah, that's bad because he is talking about basketball, but he's just not a good analyst at all. Like a sports analyst. He just because the prediction that he made for Boston. See, when you get in, like, okay, I understand you played for Boston, and then you're a little biased because that's who wrote you your checks for a long time. But at the same time,
they're not writing those checks now. Right,
they're not writing checks now. And then if you're wrong,
analyze.
Just you seen the game. Okay, it's over. You said it's over. Game 1. You said it was okay. Game 2. Oh,
after
they
game
just lucked up.
It was over. That was the crazy part. After game
Why
1,
they didn't win a game since game 1.
They didn't win.
So at that point, then that's when you're supposed to take it to yourself. Like, oh, okay, you got to just man up to just being wrong. Stop saying stupid stuff every other day. Oh yeah, it's over. It's over. It's just they won 1. It's gonna be over in 5. Oh no, it's gonna. They lucked up. Everybody get a good game. It's gonna be over in 6. I got
the best player did not play for Boston.
It was definitely proven.
He played for Milwaukee, and he took over that series as great players do, and that might be the end of Boston. We can talk about that some other time. I wonder about Boston.
Soon we about to get into woo. Tyreke Evans disqualified from the NBA for 2 years. What do you think about that? 2 years.
Mayo.
Huh?
OJ Mayo.
Yeah, OJ Mayo.
That's it. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Because OJ Mayo, it was over. I'm like, damn, NFL players would not make it. No. These guys, they get caught, they gone.
Gone.
Not gone. Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. Like
2 years?
2 years. That's a long time.
NBA's not playing around.
That's a long time. I mean, you start forgetting who that person was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a half decent player. Like he was, he wasn't a pushover. And he from Chester?
From Chester, PA.
I mean, that's like a
stone's throw away.
Yeah. I mean, that's
But I'm not understanding.
Somebody
might. What was he caught with? Like
they just say like I think that's a PD. What it's called? Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it like that.
I'm not understanding what are these guys doing? I mean, obviously it takes a lot to play in the NBA, the NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball. So some people look for that extra edge, but
I'm not going
your job.
I'm not going to jeopardize it.
Is to work hard. Like I'm not saying me you could be in the NFL, but we would have a whole lot better shot.
Oh no! I could be in the NFL.
I'm not saying I could be in the NFL, but I would have a whole lot better shot if I didn't have to work to provide for my family and do other things. Like all you have to do, you get paid to practice, playing basketball, football, whatever, all the time. That's your job. That's how you keep your job. Why do you need to take drugs?
Well, let's just say it's marijuana. I mean, certain.
Why do you need to take drugs while you're playing?
Okay,
but to help you out with
a lot of players,
or help you out with anxiety or whatever the hell.
Hold on, a lot of players said, and I quote, a lot of them. Al Harrington, to be exact, he got a bunch of what's some things called?
No.
the weed houses, man.
I have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what he's talking about.
The dispensaries.
Oh, dispensaries. Okay.
So they got a bunch of them, and
He's in that business, Bill?
What? No, he big time. No. You better check out the interview with Breakfast Club. Like he really big time. But he said it help him recover faster. The marijuana. But now in certain states they legalize it.
Well, that doesn't matter.
I mean, he could be pumping it because obviously he enjoys smoking. At
the same time, there's no marijuana policy.
That's true.
I don't want to hear what the hell you do.
What's his name? David Irvin. He came out and said, "I'm not coming back to the." Like he made it seem like he was Tom Brady. Like you gonna honestly say that you're not gonna come back to the NFL until they legalize marijuana, bruh?
Well, guess you're not coming back to the NFL.
Like anybody care? Sit on the sideline. Granted, I mean, I like to see you out there, but at the same time, nobody don't care.
They will legalize marijuana in the NFL is if Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, who am I missing? Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger,
Colin Kaepernick.
Those 5 guys, if they all smoke weed on a regular basis and said, we're not coming back until y'all legalize it, they would have to. Because the NFL is ran on great quarterbacks.
I didn't get to see the statements that Ryan Clark said about Big Ben today. But I gotta, man, Big Ben, he apologizing for, what's your boy name?
AB?
AB, he apologizing for the I'm like, man, sometimes I get so sick and tired of hearing Big Ben, just hearing his name. At the same time, though, he did make Pittsburgh become a great team, though. I mean, I give him that credit. But his name, everybody say stuff bad about him. It's so irritating.
Why is that?
I mean, because this guy, when you hear Le'Veon, AB said, that's Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown he came out and said that he was upset with him because he didn't catch the pass that was intercepted by a D tackle. Bruh, you know how bad a throw gotta been for a D tackle to get an interception? A D tackle?
Is usually a bad screen pass. 9 times out of 10.
I mean, but he just, of course, the off the field things, he want to be the controller of the team. Now, this is not me saying it. This is teammates saying it. I mean, Big Ben, I like him as a player. I mean, I wouldn't want him as my quarterback, but
you gotta elaborate on that.
Because what's the point of paying the offensive lineman when he gonna run around all day? Like, Big Ben game plan is so totally different than everybody else's. Like, I don't want a quarterback to hold the ball for 20 seconds. I want a quarterback that can read the play and get it straight to it. Big Ben is the type of person.
He holds the ball typically longer than other quarterbacks.
Yeah,
he still gets the job done. He
gets the job done.
His 3-step drops and his 7-step drops and delivers the ball on a dime. He does some running around highlight plays, but
it just seemed like all his bigger plays come from like busted plays. Like he kind of scrambling around. No, I mean it's all cool. But me personally, I just don't like his. I wouldn't go out for that. You see what I'm saying? Like Russell Wilson, he's you could tell if he had the proper receivers, obviously, because he never really had like great receivers. I think he can get straight at it. Obviously, Tom Brady, because he is the GOAT.
Drew Brees. Aaron Rodgers.
Man, Breeze.
Aaron Rodgers, he gets some great plays off of broken plays. Great. The way he moves the pocket, maybe not even scrambling out the pocket, but just moves the pocket and able to deliver the ball on the dime.
Aaron Rodgers might be black. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. He moved too well, man. Like when you
got
look
too much rhythm in the pocket, huh?
Yeah, man, he got too much rhythm, man. He must be listening to like some oldies, man, because he can move. He got hard. He not like some of these other guys that's all fragile. I mean, you look at like
who's fragile? Hold up. Who's fragile?
should I
say it?
Peyton Manning was fragile.
Peyton Manning was fragile?
Yeah, he was fragile.
Peyton Manning was not fragile.
He was fragile.
Towards the end, he was fragile, but Peyton Manning was the Iron Man.
Hey, man, I'm sorry.
Peyton Manning was not fragile.
He was fragile. He get hurt, he goes out.
No. Peyton Manning, no.
He played with injuries?
Peyton Manning wasn't. He never got injured in the beginning of his career.
Yeah, because I mean, the offense.
Because he got the ball away so quickly.
Yeah, that's it. That was it.
Hey, we can't make up injuries if you never got them.
Okay, Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
Sam Bradford.
He was not a football player. He was
you can say
he was a thief. He was a thief.
You might want to just call him a basketball player. Why not?
He was a thief, and he was great at it.
Yeah, no, he was. Well, he is. He's still in the league.
He's the greatest criminal.
Yeah, because somebody gonna sign him. Somebody gonna sign him. They gonna give him $20 million. They gonna give him $20 million or something close to it. Because he might be, even when he $20 million.
Sam.
$20 million might be, it might be a lot. Yeah. Let me go back to say Peyton Manning wasn't fragile. He was, like you said at the end, after he had the neck injury, that was like kind of like downhill from there. But Carson Palmer, fragile.
Sam Bradford. Yes.
Sam Bradford. He's number one on the list. I should have named him first because I mean now $20 million is for a starter, which he would get. Now he might get about $10 million to be a backup. This boy is making money, and he never had a good year.
Never earned it.
He never had a good year. He had one solid year. They almost made the playoffs. They was what, like 8-8 or 7-9 or something like that.
Where they would have.
Matter of fact, that was the year of the Seahawks. They lost the game to the Seahawks, and the Seahawks played the Saints, where they demolished the Saints in that first round. But yeah, that was the year that they almost made the playoffs, and he started getting paychecks after that. Like, I mean, of course he had that big paycheck when he first came to the league, but then it was ridiculous. All these teams, the Eagles gave him what? 2 years, $38 million, something stupid.
Chip Kelly.
Oh yeah, Chip.
Chip Kelly was the.
He traded off. He traded off some stuff to get him.
Chip Kelly was the mastermind behind that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Chip Kelly is far from the NFL.
Yes.
But granted, since I guess we down this road, Chip Kelly did have a great offense. He just had to tweak it a little bit. The offense wasn't good?
I think it was a good gimmick for the time he had it.
No, he just didn't know how to use it. Come on now, Rob.
The rest of the league caught up to it because no matter what...
They never caught up to it, Rob. It's just that when he go up points, he forget that you have to slow the ball.
The rest of the league caught up to it.
They didn't catch up to it.
That's why he's out the league now.
They didn't catch up to it. I think that offense still have a place in the NFL. His offense.
The NFL is a copycat league. Why did nobody else copy it? They copied the Wildcat.
Because they don't know how to use it. Wildcat is totally gone.
Exactly.
Some players got drafted because of the Wildcat.
Once they caught up to the Wildcat, it was over.
Right.
It was over. Once they caught up to Chip Kelly, what did he do in San Francisco?
That don't count. He ain't had no players.
They ain't have no.
But coach. You know what? If I was like a GM, you would go out and get Chip Kelly?
Yeah. For what?
Do
you want your job? All the other head coaching candidates, you're going to choose Chip Kelly.
It's different
because of some gimmick offense he had.
No, it's different, and it was really wearing teams down. Man, I seen a lot of those
including his team.
That's true, but that's what I'm saying. You have to know when to do it. Like I remember one game they was up like 21 against somebody, and he kept running it fast. Faster. No. It's not right.
That was his thing.
Don't get faster. This is the time. They already tired. So why keep getting faster? You pound them now. You pound their faces into the ground because they already wore out. They already like sitting there sweating. I remember watching a Cowboys game. Them guys was drenched. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was like they was being robbed and at gunpoint and they just froze up. But then after a while, it was just like, you know what? Slow the ball down. And then once you slow the ball down, they eat time off the clock. But if you keep going like that, they getting stops. They get them opportunities, make their defense tired, or the other team offense put some points on the board.
Yep.
So I mean, that's the thing that killed them. Okay, but before I just finished that up, so another question: is Steph Curry the greatest shooter of all times?
Yes. Yes.
And you know what's crazy is, you know I'm a huge Reggie Miller fan.
Yes. And I said this years ago.
Yeah, I said this about 3 years ago.
Yes.
I think he's the greatest shooter of all time. I never seen nobody that shoot the ball. It's like, can you have steroids in your jump shot?
Yes. Easily.
You gotta have steroids in his jump shot, man.
The best shooter of all time.
Damn,
I was
this
actually
boy.
teaching my daughter how to shoot the other day, and I was like, "Look at this, baby. Look at this man. The way he shoots. you can't imitate this, but anything close to this, you won't point. This is how you're supposed to shoot.
Yeah.
This is perfect for him.
Listen, and let me tell you
The
something.
greatest shooter of all time.
All times, man.
Easy.
I mean, sometimes he do it effortless. Like it's like kind of like he cheating. Like is he really like is it really that good of a jump shot? It just make you wonder. It just make you wonder. This guy walk up one step in front of half court and just
Half court Curry, all net,
all the time
all net.
splash, and you like.
Not only he's the greatest shooter because of his numbers and the sheer volume that he takes the shots.
Right, that's a good point.
But he also revolutionized the game. The game is the way it is because of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Because remember, back in the day, it was like a thought that a jump shooting team could never win the NBA championship.
Right.
That's all over with. That's all over with.
Way gone.
That's it. That's it. Now,
Way gone.
if you don't have a jumper,
Because they play outside in.
you're not going to be
not inside
NBA.
out.
Jahlil Okafor is a bust, not because Jahlil Okafor can't play NBA basketball. He can't play modern NBA basketball.
Right.
If he was born in the 90s,
He would be perfect.
he'd be perfect.
Yeah, I mean that's
He'd be an all-star.
you know, somebody was just talking. They were saying that Sixers might had a better shot of playing like Golden State or the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. And I'm just like, when he said that, the guy said it to me. I was like, why would you think that against the Bucks? He was like, because they need somebody to bang. And I'm thinking, like, who is out there? And I said, Lopez. It's Robert Lopez, right? That's Robert Lopez
That's
or Brook.
Brook.
I said, Brook Lopez do not go past the three-point line. I mean, he really stay at the three-point line. He don't look the post, and he can post.
He used to.
He used to post.
That's a different NBA now.
And he just shoot the ball. I mean, maybe that give Marc Gasol like a little trouble. Maybe that give him a little trouble. But, I mean, that's bad. That's bad. This guy, big man used to bang. It used to be. I'm coming from the era coming up when you see David Robinson do a spin move, catch you up under your underarm and give you a frog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or hit you with a forearm and knock you out cold. You know, stuff like that. Now these guys, it's glossy. It's jumpers.
Pull it up.
There's nothing physical about the game of basketball right now. Everybody, even it start from the young kids. Everybody want to shoot far.
Oh,
what happened
my
to
God.
the physicality about the
Playing
basketball?
on the playground. I remember when I used to grow up playing basketball when we used to play Rough House.
Yeah.
The way the NBA used to be when you had 43. When you had 43 game point, you you used to get abused.
Yeah, man.
You used to.
Oh, you gonna get abused.
You was like,
There's
plenty of ripped shirts. There's plenty of slaps on the arms, all that.
God, you better not wear them glasses, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. Trust me. When I got 43, I was like, all right, hold up. Took my glasses off, put them on the sideline. Anything I had on me, empty out my pockets because it was go time.
Already know everybody.
Used to be people like, hold up, was you playing the whole time? You just get slapped from everybody on the playground.
Yeah,
it's like they sounded an alarm. He got 43.
Yep.
People just coming off the jungle gym out of everywhere, just converging on you. You getting harassed. You getting fouled. Now, when I played basketball not too long ago, them kids is out half court shooting. I'm like, the basket all the way back here. Like, y'all not gonna come this way?
Yeah.
Nope.
Now you can forget that.
Nope.
You can forget that. They just wanna shoot them jumpers. Now I got one more. Now this one gonna really throw you off. It's gonna put you on the spot.
Let's go.
Everybody been posting this thing like on Facebook. They say that I'm so old, pretty much, and they say something that happened back in the day. So give an example. Somebody wrote was like, I'm blank 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 so old. Like, so give you a better example because it looked like you're a little lost.
I'm very lost.
I know because you don't be on social media.
I'm very lost.
So some girl posted.
I'm so old I don't know what social media is anymore.
Right. Well, no. Well, no. Somebody said
I'm so old. When I had a problem with somebody, I said it to their face. I didn't post it on social media. Something like that.
So somebody said, yeah, something like that. So some girl put, and I thought it was funny. She said, "I'm so old. The tone or the time would be 12:01 in 30 seconds." I was laughing my behind off. So what do you like? Something that you so old like to take you back in the day?
Back what I just said.
Oh, okay.
Remember when you had a problem with somebody? You go knocking on their door.
And knock on their door.
Sometimes the way it would go is, you be with your boys, something happened. Yo, you know, Ross said you was a punk. Like, what? He said that? All right, well, I'm gonna go see Ross right now. You go knocking on his door.
Yeah.
Now, Ross said you was a punk.
Knock the stick off the shoulder.
Dare you talk? Oh, hold on, I gotta put this in caps.
And these days they don't even write the whole word. They abbreviate everything. This thing is crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what? I say I'm so old. I remember I was telling somebody. I remember when like ATM machines was formed. Like I remember we didn't even have internet. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! That's a blowing sound.
Who on the phone?
Yep.
Who on the phone?
I was about to say that.
You know what I mean? So 45. That's what it is. So that's like, just to go back, like how old a person, like, well, for me, I mean, some people go back as far as for was TVs. Or
Radio
before they
shows.
had color. I mean,
Radio
these days the TVs is getting thinner, lighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my grandma, she ain't.
These is TVs.
Yeah, those the phones is definitely TVs. I mean, but it's good to do stuff like that on social media. It keep like the past alive.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody asked me, kids don't even know how to play kickball. I said, man, we can make a game out of anything.
Yo.
You see acorns on the ground, we throwing acorns at each other.
These kids do not know anything about playing outside.
No, they don't know nothing about that.
I mean,
it's sad.
Nothing.
Right.
We had some games, cops and robbers, everything. It was other games we can't talk about, but we
catch a girl, get it, girl.
Yeah. You already knew where I was going with
catch
it.
a girl, freak a girl.
Yep.
And it was only one girl that everybody wanted to catch. The other 3-4 girls running that way, we all running the other way. Because everybody wanted that girl.
That one.
That one girl. Well, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that was our show for today. Yeah, check us out. Our podcast. The full name of the podcast, for y'all who don't know, is No Hold Thoughts, no matter what the price. How we come up with that, bruh?
I really, you know what I mean? Just sitting back, just try to put our last names in it. That's the type of person I am, just sitting back thinking about it.
And I think it works perfectly.
It worked perfectly. Yeah. I mean, it was our names, and it's pretty much it's our identity. Like when it comes to not holding it back, you know what I mean? Because it's going to be a price when you say certain things. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of backlash. A lot of people ain't gonna like what you say,
and especially in this politically correct climate we're in now, a lot of people don't like what you have to say, even though you're being honest. Now, we're not being disrespectful when we say these truthful things.
Right. It's just my opinion.
It's just my opinion.
Yeah,
and guess what? My opinion, my favorite color is red. It's nothing against all the people who like blue.
Right. It's nothing against that.
And if you say your favorite color is blue, it's nothing against me liking red. It's the fact that you like what you like,
right,
based on your likes, your thoughts, your feelings, how you were raised. And as long as you're not infringing upon my right as to be a person, you can like that and I can do the same thing. Right. So when we say some of the things, I don't think we, offended anybody today. But when we say some things, it's not to offend anybody.
Oh yeah, well, next is gonna the next thing that we're gonna okay. You definitely because we
stay tuned for the next episode. Piss some of you people off.
Yeah, we're gonna piss you off definitely.
All right, we out.
Yeah, the next stuff we gonna.